I welcome all of you on platform of YourPedia Education. You know, today in my video, I'm going to discuss with you one of the good opportunity for technocrats, those who wish to go for, let's say, internship programs of couple of months to foreign universities or foreign destinations, research labs during their graduation or after graduation. I believe all of us have heard about the name of CERN. It's a very big, I think, experiment. If not CERN, you must have surely heard the name of God particle, so this is a research lab which is based in Switzerland. The most beautiful place on earth. So there is a series of videos which I'm going to share with you, in which I'm going to interact with those students who have got opportunity to do internship of couple of months in CERN, and also that internship was paid internship in certain cases. So I'm going to interact also with the people who are working in CERN. So there is a entire videos which I'm going to share with you. So let me tell you in today's this interaction, let me tell you something about CERN first. You already know. So this is basically the nuclear research program. This is European Research Organization, which actually operates the largest particle physics lab in the world. So this is the largest particle physics lab in the world. It was established in 1954, and it is in Geneva, that is on the border of Switzerland and France, on the border of these two. There are many states which are participating in this particular lab, and we know this lab because of God particle, Large Hadron Collider experiment. Everybody know it is famous for that. So these scientists are accelerating some protons and colliding them, and some God particle is created, the Higgs boson, that is a God particle, which actually will give you some idea about the mass. So what is this all God particle, this Big Bang theory, this Hadron Collider, that I will discuss sometime later, but I'm just giving you some brief of this. So this Large Hadron Collider, so in the interaction also we will get to know about these things. Alice experiment, Atlas experiment, these experiments are going on in this particular lab, that is CERN lab. Now today I'm going to interact with Shubham, and Shubham is a graduate of NIT Durgapur, and NIT Durgapur has some kind of collaboration with the CERN, in which some students, as per Shubham, during his time, 4 students from NIT Durgapur went to CERN for the internship of 2 months during their third year, I suppose. Similar to NIT Durgapur, there are so many other universities and colleges in India which have collaboration with CERN, and under which students go to these countries. After that, he did his internship, and then he came back, got job in L&T, did job for approximately 1 year, and presently he's doing PhD in IIT Kanpur. I had interaction with Shubham, and he agreed to provide his WhatsApp number and email ID for the benefit of all of you. So any one of you who wants to interact with him, you can drop message on this WhatsApp number, and you can seek help of Shubham. On YourPedia platform, I try that interaction can be there, purposeful interaction can be there. Many of you who are interested to go for this kind of internship, maybe Shubham can be of some help to you. So this is what I did. No, Shubham is presently doing his PhD in Department of Industrial and Management Engineering. So this, I also asked him about this department, how you got into that department, what is this interdisciplinary department all about, and he's graduate in mechanical engineering from NIT Durgapur. He did his work in L&T construction in Ahmedabad underground metro he worked, and then his internship he did there. So I think this is all about Shubham, and there is a small mistake in the interaction in the interview which Shubham told me later on. The stipend which you get when you go there is there's a Swiss franc, that is currency is there, CHF currency. So that is one unit is equal to 80 rupees. So 90 unit you are getting, and so approximately monthly 90 CHF you get per day as stipend. So if you go to CERN, and if you go to see for internship, then per day you get 90 CHF. So that means entire month you are going to get some 2700 CHF, and 1 CHF is equal to 80 rupees. So approximately 2 lakh rupees in Indian currency per month. 2 lakh rupees per month you are getting stipend. By mistake, Shubham in the interview said 3500 or something. So that is a mistake he did, that he told me later on to correct it. So that is the kind of scholarship you get. So that means if you get stipend there, certainly you can save money and you can visit the places around. So I asked him about CERN. I asked him about how to get into there, what is the procedure, and how what are the various universities in Switzerland, and what is the scope of getting into those universities. So I'm sure you will get a lot of information and you will enjoy this interaction. Watch it fully, and any help you require from Shubham, you can WhatsApp him. Also, one more thing, Shubham has got his own some new this startup, which is, I think he's having some kind of startup which is helping many youngsters to come out and tell certain things which they feel shy about, or there's a taboo. So I think his detailed link is attached with the video. You can refer, you can see that link also, what startup he's working on. Maybe you get some idea what domains people are working in different particular field of knowledge. Fine. So just let's enjoy and listen to what Shubham has to say. Okay, good morning, Shubham. How are you doing?
Good morning, sir. I'm very good, sir. How are you?
Shubham, great, Shubham. And Shubham, thanks a lot for coming on your Pedia channel and sharing your experiences, your views, and your knowledge with all the students here. Really, thanks to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'll be very glad to help people, sir.
Okay, Shubham, Abhi, before this interaction started, I have already introduced you to the people, to the students on the channel. So मैंने आपको brief introduction दे दिया है, लेकिन still I want to know from you about you कि आप अपने बारे में बताएं briefly 2 to 3 minutes में everything about you.
Sir, actually, मैं बहुत छोटा जगह से हूँ, सर. It is in West Bengal, सर. तो मेरे को ज्यादा एक्सपोजर नहीं मिला था, मुझे क्या करना है नहीं करना है. ऐसा हाल हुआ था कि क्लास 12 का एंड में मुझे पता.
I request you to if speak in English so that South Indian students and North everybody can understand what you're saying.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir. I'm telling in English, sir. Actually, what happened, sir? I'm from very backward place in West Bengal. So in class 12, I did not know much about how to get in college and all. At the end of class 12, I got to know that I have to apply for JEE Mains, and then we have to go and get a good college. So because of this lack of awareness, I faced a lot of trouble in my career life also and my student life also, sir. But in the year when I passed class 12, I got in some college. But after that, I prepared for JEE Mains and I got in NIT Durgapur, and that changed my life totally, sir. It helped me a lot. And in NIT Durgapur, I have done mechanical engineering in BTech in mechanical engineering and passed in 2019. In NIT Durgapur, I also got to go to CERN, which is in Switzerland, and it is a reputed organization which performs experiments in atoms and electrons and atomic experiments, sir. In Switzerland, I have learned a lot how people work in scientific stuffs, and in there only I got interest to pursue higher studies. Apart from that, I have done also 2 conferences in my college, and after completing my BTech, I got placement in L&T Construction. I worked for L&T Construction for 1 year, and after that, now I got a PhD admission in IIT Kanpur in the Department of Industrial and Management Engineering. Okay. With that, I am also working with my friend Moshandra in a blog. I have started it 1 month ago, and that blog is related to the awareness of things that people go through in India, like how we approach mental illness. This is a very taboo in India that someone is going to a psychiatrist and this thing. So we want this to be frank and bold opinion of people, that what is this and how we can approach these things. We want people to be more open to these issues. We are also having some blogs on relationships and relationship with parents also, and with a partner also, and mental health issues, sir, and sex education also. That's all from my
side. I understood everything, Shubham, what you said, except the last thing, that you are in PhD running some blog along with your friend. Can you very slowly again tell what venture is this, sort of startup or venture you are doing along with PhD?
Sir, in NIT Durgapur, I tried to do one startup, but it failed miserably because of due to many lack of experience and all. But this time, I am planning to have this as my passive income also. So what we are doing, sir, we are providing blogs with topics that are of interest to Indian audience. We are focusing on Indian audience only.
Which audience?
Right
Old
now.
people, young people, women, men? Which audience you're targeting?
Sir, we are targeting young people who are open to talk about things that are very conservative in Indian society.
मतलब इंडिया
like
में हम
sex
सेक्स की
education.
बात नहीं करते हैं ज्यादा या वैसा नहीं
नहीं,
करते, तो यू
नहीं,
वांट टू टेल अवेयरनेस जनरेट कर रहे हो आप, इज दैट व्हाट यू आर
यस
सेइंग?
सर. अगर
Okay.
अगर मैं एक एग्जांपल लेता हूँ, कोई फीमेल अगर किसी को कुछ प्रॉब्लम होता है तो दे आर वेरी हेजिटेंट टू टॉक अबाउट दैट प्रॉब्लम विद देयर पेरेंट्स, बट आई वांट पीपल टू बी वेरी वेरी confident about those things, that those are not any issues, those can be talked very frankly to people.
तो
If
आप
someone faces,
उसमें क्या कर रहे हैं? व्हाट यू आर डूइंग इन दैट? आर यू
sir,
अप्रोचिंग दोस वुमेन?
I have started a website and I want to post blogs on these topics with facts. We are referring to scientific researches, and then we are providing facts that these are the things, and these shouldn't be looked at something that is not good to talk about it.
ओके ओके.
हमारा जो ब्लॉग्स होता है वो एक रिसर्च बेस्ड ब्लॉग होता है, और हमारा एक वेबसाइट भी है, और हम सोशल मीडिया पे भी प्रेजेंट है. तो इसके थ्रू हम लोग इंडियन ऑडियंस को और ओपन माइंडेड करना चाहते हैं.
So you have some link or something of this blog or something, this mail?
Yes, sir. That is called lovelyki.com, LOVELYKEE.com.
Good,
We'll
good.
provide this in,
Okay,
if you
okay.
wish, we can
Yeah,
provide it in
you
the.
provide the link so that others can also see that. And maybe it's a startup, so I interview people for the startups also. So you and your friends sometime join me and I'll discuss about the startups also, Shubham.
Yes, sir. We'll
Acha,
be
Shubham,
more than
you
welcome.
so what I understood from you is you are a graduate of NIT Durgapur. When did you graduate?
Yes, sir. Sir, in 2019.
2019 you graduated, and then you worked in L&T, right? Construction. For
Yes,
how
sir,
long you
L&T
worked?
construction. Sir, 1 year, sir.
1 year you served there, and then you left it and you joined IIT Kanpur as PhD. Which department did you join?
Industrial and Management Engineering.
Industrial and Management Engineering. So Shubham, tell me, when did you visit CERN, and what is the full form of CERN, if you can tell us that, and how you went there?
Sir, the full form of CERN is not in English. It is actually in French. It is called European Organization for Nuclear Research.
Okay.
If I am not wrong.
Okay. Anyhow.
Yes, sir. And sir, I went there in my third year in 2018, May of 2018, sir. I was there for 2 months, and that was an opportunity provided by my college. In NIT Durgapur provides 4 students an opportunity every year to go to CERN and work there with the scientists there. Actually, NIT Durgapur professors have linked with the CERN, and NIT Durgapur also have a MOU with CERN that helps students to visit that CERN as an intern.
Okay, Shubham, or जो बाकी 4 students जाते, आप 4 students गए, you are from mechanical engineering. Others are from which branches?
Sir, ऐसा कोई there is no restrictions that you have to be in this branch to go to CERN. But when I went to CERN, I was in mechanical engineering. With me, one student was of information technology. 2 students were of ECE. Sir.
Okay, so they all went there to see ERN, right? Okay,
yes.
So 2 months you went there. So Shubham, what was your learning and experience in CERN, and where is this situated? In which part of world it is?
Sir, Europe is a very good country, sir. I would say. Actually, what happens now, the border of 2 states, 2 countries is like the border of states here. Actually, CERN is situated in between. The main campus of CERN is situated in between Switzerland and France. So it was like I was having one leg in Switzerland and other leg in France.
Okay. So
in CERN, I participated with quality assurance team. Actually, there are 4 experiments going on in CERN. I participated in ALICE experiment. At that time, when I went to ALICE, what was happening? The detector of ALICE was getting shut down for 2 years for an upgradation. The detector there had a time projection chamber. So what they were doing, they were changing the detectors. They were upgrading the detectors. So I was with the quality assurance team there. So my job was there to check that the detectors that we were going to put it in ALICE should be of good quality, so that we do not face any trouble in the future. So I had given a research paper to go through, and the procedures were there in the research paper, and we have to follow the procedures and check whether actually that detector was called GEM, gas electron multiplier. So we had to follow some procedures and check that if this is of good quality to go on to further steps.
Okay, so yeah, ALICE hai kya? What is this ALICE experiment all about? Can you tell me a little bit about this?
Sir, actually, CERN का जो CERN have a large hadron collider. So
Mhm.
they have small experiments in 4 locations.
Okay.
One is Alice, one is Atlas, one is CMS, and one is LHC.
Okay.
So I worked in Alice. So what there is a bombardment center in there and collider. It is called collider, and they perform experiments in microparticles, atomic level particles, and they see what are the implications of those things. Sir.
Okay. Okay.
I
So
did not participate in the collision part. I just
Hmm.
participated in the quality assurance part. So I don't have very good idea about what goes in that experiment. Sir.
ओके सो यू आर फ्रॉम मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग बैकग्राउंड सो शुभम उस लगता है ऐसा है कि मैकेनिकल के लिए वहां कुछ काम होगा नहीं मतलब बाहर से ऐसा लगता है बट एज यू सेड देयर आर पीपल फ्रॉम इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स आल्सो आईटी आल्सो मैकेनिकल आल्सो सो एंड इवन आई वाज टॉकिंग टू समवन हु इज फ्रॉम फिजिक्स कपल ऑफ डेज बैक शी आल्सो डिड हर आई थिंक शी डिड हर हायर एजुकेशन दैट साइड ओनली एंड शी वाज इन डॉक्टर नताशा वाज इन्वॉल्वड इन दैट आई विल बी इंटरव्यूइंग हर आल्सो सो आई केम टू नो के वहां पे तो हर ब्रांच के हर डोमेन ऑफ लर्निंग के लोग हैं तो ऐसा क्या सारे लोग हैं और कितने साइंटिस्ट वहां पे काम कर रहे हैं सर्न के अंदर
This is not like that ki if you are in this branch only then you can go there. There is very diverse people working in CERN. One example I can give: cryoengineering. The LHC, that the tubes that are there in LHC, those are very in a very low temperature, approximately minus approximately 2 Kelvin. The temperature of those tubes are approximately 2 Kelvin. They keep those things because the collision should take place in that way, and the electromagnet should be kept in that temperature to produce that kind of electric field. So this is a part of mechanical engineers where they can work in refrigeration side. So I'm giving one example. There are many parts and many parts of that experiment where a mechanical engineer can go and work. Like I work in quality assurance. That is also a part of a mechanical engineer. So this is not something that if you are in this branch, if you are interested in physics, then only you can visit CERN and participate in that. If you have a good understanding of your subject, you can go there and contribute it anyway. People are very welcoming there, sir, very welcoming.
Okay.
Reputed scientists there. When I went there, I addressed them as sir, but they asked me, do not address them as sir, and they laughed. Why are you calling me as sir? You can call me with their name, with my name. Call me this, call me that. So they are very helpful there, sir.
Okay, great. So you can also call me Dr. Vijender.
No
Sure,
problem, sir.
that is very good. Anyhow, then Shubham, my next question to you is: how many students normally join there for internship program of 2 months as you participated? How many students from India?
Sir, when I visited there, I found many people there in from India, and there CERN also provides other internship programs like Open Lab. If you apply for Open Lab, there is some criteria, and they will interview you, and they will take you as an intern for 2 months. They provide very good stipend for those things also. That is approximately 3,500 CHF per month. If you go there, you will save a lot, and you can also send that money to back at home.
So
also.
in Indian currency, that scholarship, how much that is per month in Indian?
Sir, currently one CHF is 80 rupees now, so it will be approximately 2,80,000 per month, sir.
Okay, great.
For interns.
That is for 2 months, huh?
No, sir, for per month.
No, but internship is for 2 months.
Yes, sir, internship is of 2 months.
Because if I'm getting 3 lakh per month, I would like to stay there for a year. So
Yes,
is there any chance of extending or only 2 months?
Sir, there is no binding thing that you have to stay for 2 months or you will not be given more than 2 months. What happens is when you are working with some people, you can just extend your stay if your work is not completed. Though they are very flexible with that. The scientists there will help you to extend the period and you can stay there.
Okay,
But
that depends on your work and their liking your work, huh?
Yes, sir. But I went there from NIT Durgapur, so we had a semester break, so we couldn't extend that thing. But it is possible, sir.
Achha, tell me one thing, Shubham. This internship of 2 months, which you saying other students can also go, and you mentioned about one internship program name. What is the name of that? That name you mentioned is? You just know
Open Lab, sir.
Open Lab.
Open
Okay.
Lab.
So this for Open Lab, if somebody wants to go, at what stage he should be? In third year, final year, or pass out, or what stage he can go? Or even MTech students can go?
I don't remember the criteria, but minimum is 3 years. After 3 years of your whatever degree you are pursuing, you can go there. After final year also people go there, so no
Apply there.
problem in that.
So how they apply and what is that? Do you have any idea about open lab के लिए scholarship avail करने के लिए how to apply and all?
Sir, I
Any idea?
cannot say exactly what the process is, but there is a website I have seen that you have to go and apply there. Anybody can apply there. You have to
Okay.
provide an SOP. What do you want to do there?
Hmm.
And they will screen you with that. And I don't think there is a written exam, but there will be an interview for sure, sir. And after that, you will be selected.
Okay, great. So this Shubham, you said NIT Durgapur have some kind of collaboration, and there I was even interviewing some student from Punjab University. So, so what if some student is studying in a college where they don't have collaboration and professors do not have contact? Because as you said, NIT Durgapur mein collaboration hai and professors have their own contact, but that is not true for all the institutes, right? So what if I am studying in a college and that college is not having any contact with the CERN or facility? So how can I think of doing internship there?
Sir, it is not very difficult to get internship there. So many of the Indian students who are not studying in NIT Durgapur have been there, sir. You have to have a good understanding of the things which you are doing, and you have to go through the work that is going on in their website. You will find everything what they are doing. You will have to write the SOP in that terms that I want to pursue these things, and I think you will get a chance to visit there. When I went there, I also found people from South India also, those who are not in an NIT. So they are there, and we had a very good time with them also. Sir.
Okay.
I also met very diverse people, sir. From Pakistan also, I found some people, and I have a very good friendship with them now. Also, they're currently where they were in PhD, and they had a opportunity to go there and work in CERN. So it is not like that. If you are in BTech, then only you can go there. You can go in any part of your studies, sir.
Okay. So Shubham, Switzerland is supposed to be the most beautiful place on earth,
Yes,
which you've already seen now. So my question to you is, with these 2 months you were in work also, could you see the places around? Because it is, what kind of visa do you get? Can you visit different countries also there?
Yes, sir. You have to have one visa, Schengen visa, and you can visit any country in Europe, sir.
Mhm.
Those are in Schengen area, and there is no restrictions in crossing a border. Actually, Switzerland is a very bright country, sir, but it is very costly. So I
Mhm.
have seen locals from Switzerland go to France and buy groceries and other stuffs because it is cheap in France than in Switzerland. So what we did is we rented a hotel in France, and we visited every day to CERN via the transportation CERN provides. So we did not have any problem in transportation issues, and we had a very good time in France also. During our stay, it was not that we couldn't visit places in CERN in Switzerland. We went to many places to visit, like Annecy and other places. So we had a very good time there.
Okay, so Shubham, you came back because you were in graduation and your semester must have started and all. After you graduated, you did not think of going back because I believe those who visit these places and they are beautiful places, they have this dream of, okay, we'll go back and join some university or college there only, Switzerland, France, German. So why you did not think of that?
Sir, frankly speaking, I feel that I should visit there, sir. That was the best part of my life, actually. The time there I spent and the people I met were absolutely amazing, sir. But I have my family also, and I don't think they would appreciate that I study abroad, sir. So I had to drop this idea. But in future, if I get a postdoc or a job outside India, I would be more than interested to go and work there.
Okay, great. So Shubham, you must have met many people who are permanently working there and who are from India. I want to know you, like, suppose I want to permanently go and work in CERN. As a student in India, I'm doing my engineering or masters, and I want to work in CERN. You have any idea how they go? How we can do that?
Sir, I cannot comment on working, but if you want to pursue your experimental research there, so what you can do, you can apply for institutes in Switzerland. And if you get a PhD or a master's degree program in Switzerland, you can then apply for CERN. Actually, CERN do not provide any uh, graduation degrees, post graduation or graduation degree there. So what we have to do, we have to apply for a post graduation degree outside CERN in any university of Switzerland, and then we have to apply for CERN that I want to participate in this kind of research. The institute professor will also help you get a program in CERN, and Switzerland government provides a very good stipend there, sir. So through that stipend, you can work there. Your living will also be done. When you are pursuing PhD there, I think when I was there, I heard it was 25,000 CHF a year, and currently I am seeing it is around 50,000 CHF a year. I'm not sure what the exact amount is, but if you convert it, it will be approximately 2 to 3 lakhs per month. So you will
that is a scholarship, huh?
No, sir. It is not a. Yes, sir. It is a scholarship for the PG students, sir.
PG means masters or PhD?
Both, sir.
Both same scholarship. I don't think same scholarship can be there. Shubham?
No, I had inquired for PhD, but there will be a stipend for MS also, but I don't know exactly.
This is
what
for
the amount is.
PhD, right?
Yes, sir.
So that means if this is a scholarship, you can save also some money, right?
Yes, sir.
You can save some money also. So how many such institutes are there in Switzerland if somebody wants to apply in Switzerland only? So how many such universities will be there?
Sir, I do not know exactly how many institutes are there, but I can name a few which are very good. Swiss Federal Institute of Technology, which is in Zurich, is a very good institute. Swiss Federal Institute of Technology, Lausanne is a good institute. University of Zurich is also a good institute. University of Bern is also a good institute. I don't know others, but these are few good institutes.
Okay, Shubham, Geneva is also part of Switzerland or what?
Yes, sir. Geneva is part
because
of
Geneva is very famous. No, we hear about Geneva, United Nations. So many offices are in Geneva. So could you visit Geneva also? No.
Sir, actually, CERN main campus is in Geneva, sir. So we visited Geneva airport and then we went to France to stay. I also visited United Nations at that time of my stay in Switzerland, and there were very good programs going on in Switzerland, in United Nations that time. I could visit WHO, but I could not go inside WHO due to some issues. And apart from that, I went to good places in Switzerland, sir. It is a very good. I had a very good time there, sir. With my friends, I visited many places. Sir.
Could you make friends from? Could you make friends from other countries also?
Yes, sir. We have friends and we talk to them, not all the time, but
yes,
sometimes, sir.
Good.
Sir, we also had a plan to visit Paris, but due to some problem, we couldn't visit Paris at that
time. 2 months is too short to actually go for all this. Anyway, Shumam, can you tell me what is the air tickets to Switzerland if somebody wants to go? As you said, we went to Geneva airport and all. How much is the ticket?
Sir, it varies a lot, sir. When my seniors went, they got 60,000 up and down.
Okay.
But when we went, we were around 90,000 up and down. So it varies a lot. And moreover, this year, CERN cancelled all summer internships, so nobody could go to CERN this year.
But next year, if everything goes okay, there will be double internship, you know. We can expect that. Anyhow, that's great. Now, Shubham, a lot of information you have given to us for CERN and all these things. Now, I come back to other part of my interaction with you. See, you also presently you are doing PhD in IIT Kanpur. In which department you are doing PhD?
Sir, in industrial and management engineering.
Industrial and management, and that is after BTech you got direct PhD on the basis of your credentials. Can you tell me your GATE score, Shubham, and what is your CGPA?
Sir, my GATE score is 554 and my CGPA is 9.33.
Great. And you did a job in L&T, right?
Yes, sir.
How much time did you do, and what was the posting, where you were posted, and what kind of profile, and how much was the job experience?
Sir, I was posted in Ahmedabad, and I was in underground metro construction project there. It was a very good experience in working in L&T construction. The job was hectic, but the experience and the things I learned there couldn't have been done through an internship or any other thing, sir. So L&T construction provided me very good exposure to how underground constructions work, sir. And moreover,
वहां पे किस डोमेन पे you were working? L&T how long you did, मतलब कितना months का था आपका, कितने year का था?
That was I was doing a job, so there was no term there, but I worked there for 1 year, sir.
Okay.
And my job profile was there to see the actually there's a very good machine called tunnel boring machine. The diameter of that machine is 12 meters. They bore a tunnel.
Huge machine,
and,
right?
Huge machine, sir. They were big hydraulic parts. So I worked there in material handling as well as maintenance of hydraulic parts, sir. So what that machine does?
आपने जो CERN में काम किया वो किस डोमेन में था, शुभम? CERN में जो
क्वालिटी एश्योरेंस में था, सर.
क्वालिटी. और अब यहाँ पे जो किया वो आपका क्या था?
वो मेरा मटेरियल हैंडलिंग में था, सर. मटेरियल हैंडलिंग एंड मेंटेनेंस. तो वो थोड़ा बहुत रिलेटेड ही था, सर, लेकिन एक्चुअली वो एकदम अलग टाइप का हो गया था, क्योंकि वहां पे मैंने दूसरा चीज का क्वालिटी एश्योरेंस किया था और यहाँ पे मटेरियल हैंडलिंग में अलग कर रहा था, सर. तो मेरे को रिसर्च में इंटरेस्ट जाग गया था. दैट्स व्हाई आई वांटेड टू परस्यू
और
higher
अभी जो
studies
आप
and use
PhD
my
कर रहे
college.
हैं वो भी रिलेटेड डोमेन लग रहा है मेरे को. I think
Yes,
this
sir. Industrial
related
and
to that
management
only.
engineering has quality in as a as a specialization in its department.
तो L&T में आपने कितना बताया? How many months you did? How many years you did
So
job?
12 months.
12 months.
Actually,
1
it
year
was
you did.
13 months. Yes, sir.
So
1 year,
maybe
1 month.
somewhere around when did you leave this job?
So, August.
August में you left this job. Okay, and then you joined IIT Kanpur for PhD program.
Yes,
Okay, so do you think आपका जो job experience रहा है शुभम, that has helped you to get into IIT Kanpur?
Yes, sir. A lot, sir. Actually, when I applied for a PhD in IIT Kanpur, at that time the process of PhD was over. So in IIT Kanpur, I applied through walk-in interview mode. I'll
Okay.
talk about it in a minute. And what in the interview time, the people asked me a lot about what was my work in L&T construction, because the department deals with industries and how industries work to optimize the time required for material handling and other processes also, not only these things. But my part was related to material handling. So they asked quite a lot about what are the things I did there, how I helped L&T to get a much productivity there. So these things were asked, and how I worked there, what was my job profile there. So these things were asked.
Okay. Acha Shubham, I forgot to ask you one very important question. Like when you apply for internship abroad, like after BTech, you got direct PhD in IIT. PhD is done after MTech also. Even foreign may you can directly go for PhD after BTech. So BTech may immediately for after BTech, if you want to go for PhD, then you need to have very good academic background, which you have 9+ CGPA. You have. You are from NIT Durgapur. That's a prestigious institute. And even for selection into CERN for internship and for IIT Kanpur later on, tell me how important is publication, and do you have any publication or research exposure in your BTech?
Sir, publication is not very important, sir. You have to have an idea of what you are doing. I am telling this from the starting only, but I have 2 conferences paper published in NIT Durgapur. Those conferences were held in NIT Durgapur, and with the help of our professors, I had published 2 papers with my one friend. He is also a co-author of my paper.
Yes.
And but publication is not very important to get a PhD or a internship in CERN. You have to show that you are interested and you know the subject well.
अच्छा शुभम, आपने फिर L&T छोड़ा क्यों?
Sir, that didn't suit my profile, sir. Actually, I had an exposure in research, and the work I was doing was not related to studies which I liked. That's why I wanted to change my profile, sir. It didn't suit my.
So you must have applied in different IITs and you must have got calls also. Why you chose this department only, and why IIT Kanpur only?
Sir, it is different. I got a very, I will say that luck favored me. When I wanted to go for a PhD, the time for application of PhD were actually coming to an end. And due to this corona, few colleges have extended their PhD applications. So I was lucky there, sir. But in that time, what I did, sir, I called my professors in NIT Durgapur and they helped me a lot to get a contact with professors, sir. But I saw that they were also telling that PhD application is over. You have to apply in winter. So when at the time I applied, IIT Kanpur and IIT Kharagpur had their PhD application left. So I applied in IIT Kanpur and IIT Kharagpur. I applied in IIT Kharagpur in normal process, but since my gate score was less, I did not qualify for the next round. But I think if there would have been a written round, I would have been selected there. And for IIT Kanpur, I applied through a mode called walk-in mode, sir. What happens in walk-in mode? There are 2 selection process in IIT Kanpur for a PhD. One is normal process. You have to apply there, and then you will have a written test, which did not happen this year. And then it will be an interview, and then you will be selected. If you apply through walk-in mode, what happens is you don't have to go for a written round. PhD application for walk-in mode needs to have a very good academic background or a very good profile. The professor will shortlist those students who he thinks that has a good background and should come for a PhD, provided they have a seat left for PhD. So these 2 things happened. They had seat left in PhD, and I had a very good background, I think so. So they selected me, and we had a round for interview, and more people were also there for that round, and I was selected. Among them, I was also selected as a PhD candidate.
Okay, and how your PhD interview went in IIT Kanpur?
Sir, few questions were asked from mathematics, few questions were asked from industrial subjects which we had in mechanical engineering, and a lot more questions were asked from my job profile. They asked very simple questions from maths. It was maximizing of area. If you get a rectangle, what is the maximum area you can get? So it will be a square. Like these questions were asked. Those things were related to optimization only, how you can optimize some things. And a few questions were asked in industrial and critical path methods. Few questions were asked how you can change the time of requirement of doing things. A few questions were asked from line balancing also. And my profile in CERN. Sorry, not CERN, L&T construction.
Okay, so this department in which you are doing PhD now, tell us something about this department, Shubham.
Sir, it is a very interdisciplinary department, sir. I am a PhD student there in first semester, and other students who have joined PhD in first semester are very diverse profiles, sir. One is a CA. I shouldn't name him, but one is a CA here. One have a very good experience in TCS. Other were professors in some institute. One sir is a was director of Time Institute. Also, he's also doing a PhD with me, sir. So this department provides very diverse kind of field you can come and apply for. It provides PhD in field like finance, other operations, then supply chain, then information technology you can go to, then you can go to project management. You can do anything you want. It's a very diverse field which you
Okay,
can
so
go
which
for.
branch of engineering you can basically think of? I mean, what different branches students are there with you? You are from mechanical, so there are other students also?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In MTech also, diverse field have come. Chemical engineering students I have met, biotech students I have met, IT students I have met, ECE students I have met. Even in PhD, I have met MCOM students, BCom students. So everybody can come and apply. There is no restrictions that you have to have a technical background to come and join.
So this department, what is the name of this one? IME.
Yes, sir. IME, Industrial and Management Engineering. So it
Okay.
provides 3 programs:
Okay.
MTech, PhD, and MBA. There is no BTech in this program.
So MBA is through what? CAT or what?
Yes, sir. CAT and other yeah, GMAT and other. Yes, sir. I don't know exactly, but CAT is there.
Okay, and this IME may you said that all branches of student can apply in IME, and this is a
Yes,
separate department itself. It is not under mechanical or management
No,
department.
sir. It is a separate
So
department.
Management department is separate. Huh? Is there a
No, sir,
management
this-
department also?
No,
This
sir.
is the management department.
Management,
So
industrial
its
and
name
management.
is industrial management engineering.
Yes, sir.
That department it is. Okay, that is great. So Shubham, you know, many students when they get selected into direct PhD or I tell them to go for these courses, they ask me a simple question that, sir, it is a long duration program after BTech. And what after PhD? So these are the two questions students have in their mind, that how long I'm to invest in this program and what after this program. These are the two questions. So I want you to give answer to these two questions.
Sir, I am just got admission, but I can answer you partly this question, sir. I have seen professors, they focus in real life problems, and few professors work in theoretical problems. And I have seen if you get a very good real life problem, your PhD process can expedite. So in IIT Kanpur, you can complete your PhD in a minimum of 3 years and a maximum of 5 years. That can be extended also. Okay. So if your work is completed in 3.5, 4 years, you can complete the PhD program in that duration.
Okay, so can you tell me, Shubham, this department and how it is different from other departments in IIT Kanpur, like mechanical engineering department or civil engineering department, like that?
Sir, if anybody comes to MTech and he has done mechanical engineering, he can go for jobs in software companies also. This is a very good thing. If you want to change from mechanical core industry, you want to change from core to other branches, so you can come here, you can learn things that are related to mechanical in a software technical related way. You can learn those things and get a placement in IT industries also. And in PhD, when you come, it is not needed that you have to be of this department and work here. So it is very good thing that a commerce background student can also come here and do a PhD in an institute of IIT. I mean.
Mm. So this is there. Okay, Shubham, tell me what is your so far experience? Now you're in first semester. So what is your experience of this department so far?
Sir, the courses are very good, and IIT Kanpur. So few things in IIT Kanpur is different from other IITs.
Okay.
That you can, I don't know about other IITs, but in IIT Kanpur, you can drop a course that if you feel you are heavy or loaded much, you can drop a course in this semester and you can take that course in other semesters. And I don't know if this is in other IITs also. But one thing which is in IIT Kanpur is that the grading is that if you got a A, you will get 10 credits. If you got a B, you will get 8 credits. If you got a C, you will get 6 credits. So there is no odd credits here. You will either get 10, 8, 6 like this. So this is very unique in IIT Kanpur.
Okay.
And I think, I hope to get a good CGPA here also.
Okay, great.
I don't know.
Okay, you will get. Shubham, this, I just now I also asked the same question. Like many students know when they join PhD, they have something in their mind, especially when they don't have industrial exposure. You have your industrial exposure of L&T, and now you are satisfied that okay, I have seen the industry and now I want to work in academics and all, and that suits my temperament. But there are so many students who do not have any experience exposure. When I ask them to go directly for PhD, say, sir, we never had industrial exposure and we want to have industrial exposure. So is it possible after PhD to have some industrial exposure? What is your take on that?
Sir, IIT Kanpur is looking for a separate PhD placement cell. So I don't know what will that be, but I think if we provide PhD students to go and work in industries, there is possibility in this department itself, because we are doing work that is related to optimization of profits and resources in an industry. So I think you will get an opportunity to work in industry. That's all I can comment in this thing right now.
Okay, so now let me ask you, if some student is looking forward to join your department for PhD or MS or this thing, how he should prepare himself? What is required? What is your advice to him?
So first of all, when you apply in this department, and whatever interview I have faced and I have asked my batchmates also, I have seen that the questions is not very much related to the domain they were working in. It is related to the common knowledge which we people have, and a few not very high end mathematics you need to give an interview in this department. Moreover, the questions they will ask will be related to the work you have done, or if you don't have work, they will ask you basic questions of how to tackle a problem. If you can answer them, I think they will get impressed by your skills. I don't know much about what is the selection process there. I can.
But are you aware of what is the CGPA and kind of GATE score required for other branches? Any idea? You must have interacted with the other students also.
Sir, many of the students who come for PhD here do not only require a GATE score. If you have a GATE score, it is good. If you don't have a GATE score, you can also come here with a CAT score. You can also come here with a JRF score. There are many things that you shouldn't only have a GATE score to come in this department. You can have other exam score also and come in this department, sir.
And what is the stipend you are getting now?
Sir, currently the stipend is 31,000, which have been increased from 25,000 to 35,000. And after 2 years, I'll get, sorry, I'm getting 31,000, and it will, after 2 years, it will be 35,000.
So presently 31,000.
31,000. There is also a program called PMRF, which you have talked about in many videos. And the selection process of PMRF is little changed. The selection process of PMRF right now is you have to apply for a PhD in an institute. After you get a PhD, then only you can apply for a PMRF through your department. Okay, initially, it was that you have to apply for PMRF separately and then get a PhD through that program. But now it is changed.
Okay, so that is
I am planning to apply for PMRF.
Great. So that is a great information you have given, and I will certainly look into this and try to make some kind of informative video for that. That can be done. So Shubham, I think I have interacted with you, and you have given more or less all the details which I wanted from you. Now my last request to you is like, your PDA is a platform channel where we keep on interacting and we keep on connecting people. When I upload your video, many youngsters would feel like getting in contact with you. Is it possible for you to share your contact details? And if yes, what kind of contact details you would like to share, so that if they want to approach you and they want your help, you can guide them?
Sir, I can provide my WhatsApp number there.
Are you sure you can provide your WhatsApp number, because you live flooded with messages?
Sir, I cannot provide a number which anyone can call. It won't be available for a call, but they can contact me through WhatsApp. Yes.
Okay. But if you find someone really needy, you call him and you help him out, right?
Yes, sir. We can provide through WhatsApp message. We can talk.
Yeah. You can talk and you can guide them. Okay, Shubham, then I think it was a great experience, and it was really good to see all these details which you provided us. And I wish you that now you pursue your PhD very nicely. So immediately you get PMRF. And what is the scholarship in PMRF, Shubham?
So PMRF, it is 75,000 as far as I
70,000.
know.
That's really great.
And you will get around 80,000 or no, 80,000 after 2 years, and a separate 2 lakh per year.
Grant
for
is also
separate
given. Yeah.
Grant is there.
That's good. That's it. Thanks a lot, Shubham. And now I look forward basically to interact with you in future when you will be getting this. So keep me updated about your developments, and I'm very
Yes,
sure you're going to do great in your career. Thank you, Shubham.
Thank you, sir.